Hello everyone, welcome to a new video for render price prediction based on Elliott wave analysis. And starting on the daily chart here, as you can see, we have an impulse toward this upside 1, 2, 3, 4 and a 5, finishing a wave A or a wave 1. In this case scenario, or both case scenarios, you would like to see ABC corrections. This is exactly what we get, and start to move for higher prices impulsively 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 again. Perfect finished A, B and a C in the yellow scenario. After this, you would like to see, of course, correction or an impulse toward the downside. In this case, we saw three waves start, meaning this is a correction. A, B, and a C. However, this correction has to be deep. As you can see, we see the both passes for render require, of course, lower prices in both case scenarios. And this was my last videos. Of course, for render, where we are requiring for lower prices, I think we already got it, but still not finished yet. We're gonna dive deeper once I finish, of course, this daily. In another scenario in the white, where you have a 1, 2, probably 3, 4, and a 5 as a contracting diagonal. In this contracting diagonal, you would like to hit the wave 4 between those perfect fib level here, for, of course, 0.38 and 0.5 between the $3 and $1.9. This, of course, has to be finished as a corrective wave 4 and then moving impulsively again, because both wave 1 and 3 are impulses. Your wave 5 has to be also an impulse in a contracting diagonal. A final scenario is a double 1, 2, still very eligible and very valid for render, where we are looking for 1, 2 and then another 1, 2 in the blue scenarios, and then 3, 4 and a 5. This wave 4 and a 5 in the blue will finish, of course, your wave 1 in the orange scenario, and then, of course, finishing with it a 4 and a 5 for higher prices. In this case, of course, we are still very, very valid. The same fib levels for this scenario are required, of course, for a wave 2, and then moving impulsively for a wave 3 in the blue scenarios. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, and a 5. As you can see, all cases scenarios here required still lower prices for a render to finish this correction and moving explosively towards the upside. Me, myself, personally, of course, I still looking for lower prices until, of course, I find the perfect opportunity to buy for render. No financial advice, of course. If we take a deeper look here on the daily chart, we are looking for this wave C unfolding in 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. After 3 waves down, 3 waves up, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Now, as you can see, this impulse is not finished yet, because first we did not reach at least the 1-to-1 fib level or 1.05 fib level for this irregular flat in ABC, 3 ways down, 3 ways up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So minimum target has to be reached for this regular flat, for this regular flat between this blue box exactly here. So basically, this wave 3, it can be finished or not yet. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. I would say, yeah, it's a finished wave 3, and we are looking for a wave 4 before moving toward the downside. Now, don't think that we are moving directly, of course, toward the downside. These are just passes, just to tell us, of course, what are the scenarios that it might unfold. However, let's of course predict the time required and the fib levels required for this wave 4 to, of course, move with the latest wave, or for the last wave for this impulse toward the downside. So starting with the time here taken, of course, from your wave 2 and based on your wave 3, we would like to reach, of course, for a wave 4 over wave 2 here. Yeah, the perfect time would still need, of course, to range, as you can see, until we reach this area. And as a target for a wave 4, you would like to reach this price action here for a wave 4. Snap mode. All right. Here we go. So yeah, I mean, we did not yet reach probably, or we did reach the 0.38, but of course, yeah, the time still, of course, very, very essential to move toward the downside for a wave 5. So I would say the perfect time would be exactly here for render between this blue box again, or it can be even, yeah, preferably not to invalidate. I will put the invalidation, but preferably in 25 February, yeah, that we start, of course, to see something unfolding for a wave 5. Now, your invalidation point for this, of course, scenario is the wave 1. You don't want to see, of course, the wave 4 interfering with your zone 1 and the invalidation of this impulse, which is exactly here, let's say, invalidation of bearish. Yeah, so I'm gonna say also what is the scenario in case that happened. So the price, of course, for this invalidation is $6.1 for render. In case the price, of course, dive higher or dive deeper inside this impulse or move higher and invalidate this impulse, we might, of course, finish in W, X, and Y. Meaning this, of course, was a probably a zigzag A, B, and a C, because this is the only impulse that we got at the end. Therefore, turning this into A, B, and a C as a zigzag, and this, of course, another impulse here, A, B, and a C. And then, of course, if that happened, I would say, of course, a bullish scenario might start to unfold toward the upside. And that could be, of course, your wave 4 in a contracting diagonal, or it can be as well your 1-2, 1-2 toward the upside, because in both case scenarios, I mean, yeah, the 1-2, 1-2 has a little bit less possibility because preferably to touch the 0.38, which is a minimum requirement for a wave 2, I would say. So these are the scenarios, of course, for a render. We are still higher probability, of course, still looking for lower, but we need sideways range, I would say. You have to finish your wave 4. And in this case scenario, the sideways range would be kind of like this. Yeah, so we have A, B, and a C kind of like this, and then moving for a wave 5 towards the downside. Yeah, so these are the insights for a render. Probably, as you can see, yeah, we might have a little bit longer range and then moving for lower on the 4-hour chart here. That was it for render. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your likes and comments. See you in the next one. Bye bye.